at Zeus, if you look at Jupiter, even if you go to the Sistine Chapel and look up and so-called God is up in, butt naked up in the goddamn Sistine Chapel, you see he's full beard. Okay? So with the conquest of the British Isles, the Romans brought with them Saturnalia, Lupercalia, and all forms of Roman holidays and festivals, and they began their conquest in 43 AD under the Emperor Claudius. So that shit been there for a long time. Okay, so I don't want y'all to be confused. That Saturnalia, Lupercalia, and all of that shit been in Britain. And why am I saying that? Because the British are the dominant people, European peoples that came to America. Okay? So you're looking at the Roman Empire at its greatest, its greatest boundaries. You understand? When it had the most land under its conquest, even going down to the Sudan, conquering most of Northern Africa, Spain, Greece. You understand what I'm saying? Even Turkey, going all off, even to Persia, into modern day Iraq and Iran. You see what I'm saying? And so these holidays took, along with Lupercalia, wherever they conquered, many of the Mithraism, which came out of Persia, went to all parts of the empire. Okay? And so when you're looking at the Vikings, this showing you the land masses that they dominated for, even London. London was under Viking rule. London was under Viking rule, what they call Dane land, because they Danes. If you talk about Denmark, Sweden, Norway, you see what I'm saying? That shit was called Dane land before it was ever called Britain. See, that shit is a modern name. You know what I'm saying? That's a modern name. It was no Britain at that time. You see what I'm saying? So Scotland, Ireland, them damn Vikings was all, and then they had much of the coastland of France. You understand what I'm saying? Even around into Germany and so on and so forth. And so you see the English brought their Roman, Nordic, Viking culture to America. Okay, that's why you got the Minnesota Vikings, you got the Raiders, and that right there, Raiders, raiding. You understand what I'm saying? To show you what type of people to see. And you calling on their goddamn deities, and you fucking indulging economically. You bleeding the life out of the African community, indulging in this goddamn culture of these barbarians. Now, this what you're looking at right here, and we got to look at this. Because a lot of people don't understand that Santa Claus is the latest and the greatest of the so-called, the entities that during Yule or during the Christmas time that even deliver gifts. Okay? And we got to be real about it. For most of the European world, the time which y'all call Christmas was a time of fear. Because when you're talking about being up in Europe, you talking about being in cold fucking climate. You talking about you can't see because it's snowing all over the goddamn place. The sun is not out. It's dark as fuck. You ain't got no lighting today. You might have a torch. You got all type of hungry ass animals out and shit. And so at that time, they had more stories of vicious trolls and, sick spirits and shit that would be out at this time. You see what I'm saying? So Santa Claus made them dress a lot of that shit up. But Santa Claus is the last of these type of figures. Okay, Father Christmas came before Santa Claus. Okay, all these, you got God Jewel or, Nisi, which is a Christmas gnome. You understand? Little short little gnome that would deliver gifts. This before Santa Claus. The Yule goat, where them white people in Switzerland dress up as the goat and deliver gifts. I'm going to show you that. In Russia, which they came much later, called Grandfather Frost. And then you got Santa Claus, which is, a lot of, what came to be Santa Claus, because Santa Claus is only anglicized. It's the same as Santa Claus. But damn, in the Netherlands, he don't come on December 25th. He come on December 5th. Okay, that's the birth date of the fake Saint Nicholas. Okay, that's, so that's Santa Claus. And so you got many different figures over Europe. And then in Iceland, you got what they call the Yule troll. And it's like, I think it's like 12 of them, and they all mischievous. Ain't nothing good about them. And then you got the Christmas man. And he looked like a goddamn savage bum that's going. Now, who the fuck? And I'm going to show you this. Okay, let me come out of this. I don't need to read all this right now. Let me come out of this. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'll start right there. Okay, St. Nicholas Day. Okay, which he arrives from Spain. Okay, he don't come on no damn sled, no reindeer sled. Nah, this is where you get Krampus from. Okay, because he'll have this goat demon chained. You understand what I'm saying? This coming from the Christian dominant, when the Christians conquered the pagans, because the goat was their supreme god, they show Krampus chained. This is symbolic of conquering the pagans. But in other instances, they show him as Black Pete, the Moor. So you know what I'm saying? They slick at that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they show Krampus, sometimes they show Black Pete. Okay? And, I think it's December 5th or when when he come to deliver the gifts. But December 6th is where they have many of their celebrations. So you see, he arrives on a boat from Spain. See, I'm showing you how the Santa Claus has developed from the original individuals that preceded him, and what they added and what they didn't show you. You understand what I'm saying? If you go, and I'm laying it all out so you can see the development of Santa Claus, so you can see the development of Christmas. Okay, coming up out of all these different European cultures. Okay, and when they started, they was not for children; they were for adults. Okay, that's why they got drunk and they doing all that, sexual perversion and all that shit. Okay, and so when he come off the boat, he gonna be on the horse. Now you can see all the black face. You can see them all on the boat. See, that's symbolic of the Moors. And they're going to tell you that Moor don't mean black. And the European easily show you that he remember better than anybody when the black man had his foot on the white man's neck in Europe. He know better than anybody what they look like. So you can see right here that Santa Claus is more Catholic in origin. You see right there, he got the Pope, the Dagon hat on his head, which I'm going to show, which is nothing but a Canaanite, a demon deity. And you can see as he rides on his horse, it's just like Odin when he rides on his horse. See, you got to go back and show the development. You can't just start with Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the last one. You got to show all the other figures, such as Santa Claus, Father Christmas, Odin, Thor, Saturn, Father Time. You got to show all of the elements that went into Santa Claus. So if you look at the hat, Santa Claus is a Dutch creation and comes on December 6th, not the 25th. Okay, and you look at that crown he got on, that's the fish god Dagon, which is supposed to be a Canaanite deity. Okay, we talking about how many other deities that's a part of that is hidden. That's why yesterday I showed you why them gods wear a hood, because that's a veil. It's always something hidden behind that. When a nigga wear a hood and he coming out the alley and he got his head down, he hiding his true identity, okay? And you see right there that he's the fish guy. And then what is another name for Christmas? Coming out of France, Noel, which is another Canaanite god, El, Noel. So I just showed you Dagon, and you can see right there, you can see the goddamn, he walking with death. And that's Father Time. He got the goddamn clock in his damn hand. That's showing you Saturn. That's showing you, goddamn it, Cronus. Okay, showing you that the Catholics have never given up them early Greco-Roman beliefs. You understand? They only combined all they conquered religions and added it all together. So you got to understand that the surface practices that you niggas is practicing is just surface. You got to pull back the veil and see the true religion. Now you see Santa Claus up on the roof. That's where Santa Claus get his going on the roof with the sled. Santa Claus did it before Santa Claus. But you see how he sent the black man to go down the chimney? You understand what I'm saying? He sent the black man to go down the chimney. See? And so when we say that Santa Claus is Dutch, then you got to see again. The Dutch was in the Atlantic slave trade, 1600 to 1815, never got out of it. So you see why they disrespect black people the way they do. You understand what I'm saying? Because the slave trade started for the European with the conquering of the Moors. When the Moors failed, then they went into the slave trade. You see what I'm saying? And the Moors was a lot of the middlemen that went into Africa for the European to show him the ins and outs of how to conquer the African people. Okay? So when you're looking at Black Pete takes the place of the goat devil Krampus today. Sometimes they show both of them. Okay? Now we have so many arguments with these niggas about how black more don't mean black. But goddamn it, the European know better than them niggas. They know who had their foot on their goddamn neck. Then they'll come on certain educational programs and then they try to show the Moors as Arab. But when they want to be disrespectful during St. Nicholas Day, they come out and show their true goddamn color. You understand? And that's the same universal black face. Even the Mayans, which I showed on the Mayan Codex, when you show black face and red lips, that's almost universal characteristic of the black race. Okay? And so, like right here, they show Krampus. And so they didn't demonize, us. You see, they show Black Pete on one end, and then they show Krampus on the other end. See how Black Pete got that switch in one in his that's his left hand. I don't know, that's his left hand. If you look, he got a present in one hand, he got a switch in the other hand. So when you come over, you see the switch in Krampus' hand. Showing that today we got to break the chains of that. And we see many of our people over there in the Netherlands boycotting that. Okay, now look at this. This is supposed to be Santa Claus. Okay, he looked much like Thor. And see what he doing? You see, I'm talking about to the left. He's sticking the damn scissors through the boy tongue. Okay, this Santa, so it ain't always been. And then you look to the right, you see Santa Claus with a switch, whooping the shit out of the kids. See, they not showing you that part because they done sweeten Santa Claus up. They done sweeten Santa Claus up. You understand what I'm saying? Look at this. Here's Santa Claus. I call him Sinister Claus. Some people call him Santa Claus. I call him Sinister Claus. It's helping Black Pete to put the children in the bag. And the parents is back there looking like everything is okay. Go right on ahead. Take their ass on. We sick and tired of their ass any damn way. You goddamn it, if you don't take them, we gonna kill them. That's basically what they say. So I'm showing you that Christmas, for the most part, was a time of fear for children. It wasn't a holiday that was centered around children being happy until America reinvented that figure. into what today is